In today's tutorial, we're going to be learning how to crochet this easy alternative to a traditional granny square. Round 1 is the same as a traditional granny square, so start your square with a slip knot using your preferred method and then make a chain of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now slip stitch in the first chain to make a ring. So I'm slip stitching in this chain here. To start round 1, make a chain of 3. This counts as your first double crochet stitch. That's double crochet in US terminology. Now work 2 more double crochets into the centre of that chain ring. Now make a corner space of chain 2. 1, 2. Then work 3 more double crochets into the chain ring. 2, 3. Repeat those 2 steps all the way around, working a corner group of chain 2 and then a group of 3 double crochets into the chain ring until you've made 4 total groups of 3 double crochet and 4 chain 2 spaces. I'll meet you back at the end of the round to fasten off. So I've just finished round 1 and I've made a total of 4 groups of 3 double crochet and 4 chain 2 corner spaces, and I've just finished with my final chain 2 corner space. To finish off the round, you can either slip stitch into the top of that starting chain, cut your yarn and fasten off as normal, or you could do an invisible join if you want to. I'll link my tutorial for an invisible join up in the top corner. For round 2, we're going to be joining in another colour. In the sample square that I've made, I've alternated colourful rounds on the odd numbered rounds, so round 3, 5, 7, 9 and 11, I've done different colours, but on the even rounds, so 2, 4, 6 and 8, I've done them all in an off-white colour, and I really love the look of this, so we're going to do this in this square, but you can use whatever colour you prefer. To join in a new colour, put your hook into any corner space, and then lay the new colour of yarn across the top of your crochet hook. Then use your hook to pull up a loop of that new colour. I then like to take my yarn tail and cross it over the top of the other strand of yarn behind my hook and then hold it next to where I'm about to crochet so that I can crochet over the top of it with my next stitch to secure it into place. We're now ready to start crocheting round 2. Start round 2 with a chain of 1. This does not count as a stitch. Now work a single crochet back into that same space, so back into that corner space, work 1 single crochet. I'm then going to take that yarn tail and tuck it to the back of my work so it's out of the way whilst I'm crocheting. Next, work a chain of 3. 1, 2, 3. Now skip the next 3 double crochets. So on alternate rounds we're going to be doing rounds of single crochets and chains. So I'm going to be skipping 1, 2, 3 double crochet, and my next stitch is going to be in the next corner space. And in this corner space we're going to make a corner group of 1 single crochet. So I'm skipping these and then working a single crochet into this corner space here. Then I'm going to make a corner space of chain 2, 1, 2, and then a single crochet back into that corner space. Just like that. So in this round we're only working in the corner spaces, we're never working in the top of these double crochet stitches. So we're going to repeat this again, so chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip the next 3 double crochets, so remember we're counting this starting chain as a double crochet, so 1, 2, 3, and then work a corner group in the next corner space, so we work a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, all in the same space. So repeat these steps all the way around until you end up back at where we started, back in this corner space, and I'll meet you here and I'll show you how we finish off this corner space. So I've made my way around my square, working those corner groups and then those chain 3 spaces, and I've just worked a chain 3 and I've skipped 1, 2, 3 double crochets, and my next stitch is going to be into that corner space where we first joined our yarn. So work a single crochet back into that same corner space. Then chain 2 to finish off that final corner space, and then join at the end of this round with a slip stitch. So I'm going to do a slip stitch into the top of that single crochet, skipping that starting chain because we're not counting it as a stitch. So I'm putting my hook in there to fasten off. I'm going to do a slip stitch and then fasten off like you normally would. Now we're ready for round 3. So to join in a new colour ready for round 3, we're going to join our yarn exactly like we did at the beginning of round 2 by picking any corner space, so any of these chain 2 corner spaces, not the chain 3 spaces along the side, the ones in the corner, putting our hook into it, laying the yarn across our hook and pulling up a loop of the new colour yarn, and then I'm going to cross that tail over so that I'm ready to crochet over it with my next stitches to secure it into place. Now we're ready to start round 3. Round 3 and all odd rounds are rounds of double crochet. So for this round, start it with a chain of 3, that counts as your first double crochet stitch. Then work 2 more double crochets into that corner space. 1, 2. So we've just worked our first sort of granny group of 3 double crochets. So we're then going to skip the single crochet because we're always working out of spaces in this square pattern. So we're going to skip that single crochet there and work our next stitches into this chain 3 space, and into that chain 3 space work 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, and then we're then going to skip the next single crochet, and we're now in a corner space. So in a corner space on odd rounds, we're going to work a corner group just as if we were doing a normal granny square. So we're going to work 3 double crochets into that corner space. So 1, 2, 3, then a corner space of chain 2, 1, 2, and then 3 more double crochets back into that corner space. 1, 2, 3. So that's what a corner group looks like on odd numbered rounds. We're then going to repeat this around the square. So every time I get to a chain 3 space on the side of a square, I'm going to work 3 double crochets into it. And then when my next space is a corner space, I'm going to work that group of 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. So repeat these steps all the way around your square, and I'll meet you back at the end of the round and I'll show you how to finish off this final corner. So here I am at the end of round 3, and to finish off this final corner I've worked 1, 2, 3 double crochets into the same space that we joined our yarn to finish off that corner group. Then I've done a chain 2, then a slip stitch in the top of the starting chain to finish off. Again, you could do an invisible join here if you preferred, and then I'm just going to fasten off as you normally would. So we're now ready for round 4. So whilst I'm crocheting round 4, I'm going to be explaining how we're going to be working all even rounds from now on. So you can see here I've made quite a large sample square, but we're going to be using the same formula for all of these even rounds moving forward. So round 4 is essentially the same as round 6, but with extra stitches involved. So I'll explain that as we come to it. So just the same as at the beginning of round 2 and round 3, we're going to be joining our yarn into any corner space. So I'm going to join my yarn into this corner space here, just as we have done previously. So to start round 4, start with a chain of 1. This does not count as a stitch. Then work a single crochet back into that same corner space. Now across the side of the square, it doesn't matter how big your square gets, on even rounds, work a chain of 3. Then skip the next 1, 2, 3 double crochets and work a single crochet between the stitches of the group. So if we have a look at this square here, we've got a group of 1, 2, 3 double crochets here and a group of 1, 2, 3 double crochets here, and we're going to be doing our single crochet in the space between these two groups. So we're going in here, it's directly above the single crochet from round 2, so I'm going into that space there just above it. I'm going in here to make the single crochet, and then we're going to repeat that. So I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip the next 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, then work a single crochet in the next space. So I'm going in that space there, directly above the single crochet from round 2, between the two groups of 3 double crochet. And it doesn't matter how big your square gets, this is what you're going to do all the way along your square. You will just end up with more single crochets and more 3 chain spaces the bigger that your square gets. And you're going to continue doing this all the way along until you reach a corner space. So chain 3, skip the next 1, 2, 3 double crochets, and then my next space is a chain 2 corner space. So I'm going to work a corner group on even rounds of 1 single crochet, chain 2, and then a single crochet back into that corner space. And then you're going to repeat this all the way around your square. So work a chain 3, skip 3 stitches, single crochet in the next space all the way along the side of your square, and then in the corners a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. Then when you reach the final corner, work a single crochet and a chain 2 slip stitch in the top of the first stitch to finish off this corner group exactly the same as we did at the end of round 2. Then come back to this tutorial and I'll explain what we're doing for odd rounds moving forwards in this square. So I'm now at the beginning of round 5 and I have just joined in the next colour just as we've done exactly the same as the previous rounds. So for round 5 I'll explain what you're going to do on all odd numbered rounds. As your square gets bigger, this stays the same whatever size your square gets, you just have more stitches in the round. So start the round with a chain of 3, this counts as your first double crochet, then work 2 more double crochets into that same corner space to make your granny group of 3 double crochets. Now across the side of your square, it doesn't matter how big your square gets, you're going to work 3 double crochet into each of the chain 3 spaces. So at this size of the square I'm going to be doing 1, 2, 3 groups of 3 double crochets, but you'll end up doing more groups of 3 double crochet as your square gets bigger, because you could turn this into, say, a giant granny square blanket, so you could end up with some really large rounds in this square. So work 3 double crochets into each space across. And then once you reach your chain 2 corner space at the corner, we're going to do the same corner group as we did in round 3. So 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. And then you're going to repeat this all the way around your square and then alternate between the even and the odd rounds just as we've done in this tutorial until the square is the size that you want it to be. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll pop some links on the screen now for some other interesting granny square alternatives that you might want to try next. I'll see you again soon.